We are here to bring electricity to the village of Sillab, and I believe there's 43 houses total that we're wiring. There's people doing all the electrician's work, and we're building the power line to it.
We're coming down here to try to better these people's lives that live in these villages that without our help will never have electricity and never have the conveniences of electricity.
It's dark here. I mean, there is no city residual lighting that, reflective lighting that kind of has that glow about it. It gets dark. And so I think, with these outside lights that, we've been putting on these structures, that it's going to help them tremendously.
Being out on a project like this with no equipment, no tools, it really makes all the linemen have to think outside the box. When you have 20 different linemen, it's really interesting to see there's 20 different ways to rig something too. It really does take guys back to their, to the basics of line work, and they get to see what it was like for the first lineman that went out and built line and didn't have all the special tools that we have at home right now.
Doing a job down here as opposed to doing one in the U.S., we could do this entire job at home with our trucks and our equipment and our landscape in 2 or 3 days, where it's taken 2.5 weeks to do this.
Going back to our roots is what this is what it's really about. I mean, your hand tools, there's very few battery operated tools that we have, so we have that advantage. But the one thing we don't have is the advantage of bucket trucks and, being able to drive right next to a pole or walk on a flat ground where I'm from, to get to where you need to go.
The landscape here it wasn't what I was expecting. This is gorgeous up here, but very humbling too that, we take for granted what we have at home. And man, you climb that first structure here and you see the terrain and the clouds laying down in the valley, or, lifting up out of the valley, and what it opens up below. And you can see a long way when you're on a structure here.
If we didn't have the help from the people that live in the villages, we'd probably be here for another month trying to get this wire out, because they can go up and down these mountains like none of us Americans even think of.
They seem to be just extremely excited to see us. Starting from day one when we had the big ceremony, that surprised me, to pull into the school up there, and the shepherd giving his prayer, and all the villagers there, and just welcome, guys, we're here to help, let's go, and they're ready. So yeah, they're looking forward to it, I think, as much as we are anyway.
Yes, obviously there's a language barrier, which is quite an extreme one, but we're starting to learn to tell them just to slow down sometimes. They'll come and help us pull up wire, and there's 3 or 4 of them, and you got to stop them before they rip the pole over. So we just alto. We see that on the stop signs, and there's going to be one of them that speaks Spanish, so they get it, but we kind of just have to signal them, But then when there's no work to be done, you kind of have to joke with them and let them know that you appreciate their help. We're forming a bond, you can see.
So I think that these guys can work, and they leave their families to go help us to do this, because this is a community effort. Back home, you don't have a lot of community involvement. You have very few people that really want to jump in and help. This right here seems like everybody wants to do their part.
Nakmag-alikas lang siya, marakwan ko. Simanak salika ochoch, nakakarakalikas saking, utmakakwan, dao kulon likas lang siya, nakasaw, nagasaw ulit di kamun, chishkoni di konti salika di bahal, di hop kulon likas lang siya pagkatyan.
A lot of people won't do what we do, and we take pride in doing things. Doing this is kind of, when we put line back up on a storm, it makes you feel good, when you flip that switch and them lights come on, you know you did something. And it's even 10 times greater with this because these people, they've never had it. We're changing lives.
Pues kuitinru kra anak tim manchoshi chirueb nayak manchosh dishkonale shisi ut manchosh akili kateng sheskechak ma ho nimal narut katoch chirueb manchosh dihunal sheskechkwang sakachang krenak sa sakachona shekakul.
The NRECA, you know, I'm unfamiliar with that on the local scale, but the international group, yeah, they do tremendous things for these countries. I really hope that more people get involved, stay involved, and do their part to help the NRECA International move forward with these projects and keep these villages, you know, moving forward. At least give them that little opportunity because they definitely deserve it.